Hola a todos. ¿Qué tal? So today's day 2. And today I thought I'd talk about the customs here, like things that are like normal versus things that are normal in the U.S. So when you walk on the street, you know how like in the United States, we usually say hi, or not say hi, but if you're walking past someone and you make eye contact, usually you'll like smile, right? Or like, or hi, how you doing, something like that. Here, you don't do that. Like, you don't speak to the people at all. And apparently, like, say if there was a man and I was walking past him and I like gave him like a smile, but like just a friendly one, like we do in New York, it would mean that I was interested in him. Like, that's so weird to me, but that's normal here. Other thing is, you don't get a whole lot of private space here. So like if you're walking on the street, you'll probably get bumped a few times by people because it's just normal here. And I don't know if maybe it's because um, their culture is more affectionate, um, openly than we are um, in the U.S. But it's just like you'll get bumped, and especially on the tram. Like usually after classes on let's see, Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays, when I leave school around maybe 2 o'clock, it's packed, like literally packed, to the point where you're standing next to someone like this and you're having to move like this in between the tram to get on and off, to swipe your pass when you first get on. It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. So private space is not really a thing. So that's something new that I'm trying to get used to. The fact of having to be touched. And you don't take the time to say, excuse me, it's not normal here. If you bump someone, you just keep moving. I got bumped, like serious bump today on the train so many times. And they don't say perdón or disculpe, nothing. Just keep walking as if they didn't touch you. So yeah, that's really different. I'm gonna move this because like OD lights. Wow, that looks so much better. You can actually see my face. Cool. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Apparently my last video was really low, but it's like later in the day or early in the day this time. So yeah, it should be good. A little more light. There we go. What else? Customs. Oh, so when my host mom, okay, she's really really cool, guys. Like she'll like wash my clothes for me. It's crazy. Like I have this little basket here. Oh, see it? I'll show it to you. Hold on. It's a laundry basket, right? First of all, she thought it was the cutest thing in the world when I brought it. When I first got here and I like took it out the package and opened it, and she was like, "Oh, it's so cute! Like that's so cute." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." So, sorry, my window's open. Um. So yeah, it was not even a week into being here, and she's already washing my clothes for me. And so she'll wash them, and then she'll iron them, and then fold them for me. Oh, here you go. I have an example. I just got these. That is freaking awesome. Like, she is the MVP. Really. She's like the best. So, typically in the States, if someone does that for you or whatever, you say thank you. You say gracias, you know what I mean? And, like, for a while, she was telling me, like, no, like, I'll say it in English, like, don't say gracias, don't say gracias, it's, what I'm supposed to do, all sorts of stuff, but I didn't understand that. But then at school, we talked about it, and the teacher confirmed, like, here in Spain, if your family member does something for you or your mom, say cleans the dishes or takes your plate, you don't say gracias because it's kind of like what you're supposed. It's like expected, you know what I mean? But if you receive a gift or something, somebody goes out and buys something for you, then it's normal for you to say, gracias or whatever the case may be. But I just thought that was so weird. So that's another thing that they do here that we don't do is they don't say thank you for like I like to say thank you. She does all that for my clothes, and I know that she feels like she's supposed to. But really, I mean, they told us that we're supposed to wash our own stuff, so once a week. But I don't know. If I need something ironed, she'll iron it for me. She always has breakfast, lunch, and dinner ready for me when I walk through the door and when I wake up. Everything is just let me cater to you, and it's just like it's great. Another thing, bocadillos. Bocadillos are sandwiches, just little sandwiches that you make, put whatever you want on it. A lot of the restaurants in Madrid, and also here, but more Madrid is where we saw them because in Madrid we went with host families. We were on our own for lunch and dinner. So um, the bocadillos, it's normal to pack a bocadillo to take with you to school. So you see a lot of students walking around with sandwiches with maybe ham and cheese, lettuce and tomato, just turkey or whatever kind of sandwich they make, and usually a fruit. And they have the cutest little juice boxes here. So you get to have a juice box too. I don't know if I have it anymore in my backpack, but um, I have like apple juice and orange juice juice boxes. And so you see a lot of even the Spanish students that live here and go to university, you see them with bocadillos and fruta or fruit and juice boxes too. So it's really, I think that's really nice though because it's like even you get hungry and here food and eating on a regular basis is more important than like at home you might maybe eat not even breakfast, but you might eat lunch around 11. It might just be some McDonald's or something, and then later on, like 6 o'clock, you're hungry for dinner, and you go to bed. You know what I mean? Like here, it's like desayunar, almorzar, cenar, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's usually at a certain time. Another thing is la siesta. La siesta is a nap, and every day we take a nap around 3 o'clock. Later for me because I come from school late on some days, but it's usually around 2:45, 3 o'clock, um, and usually people sleep until 6, and so the businesses here close at 1 or 2 o'clock, and they don't open again till 6. So during siesta, majority, like legit majority of all the restaurants, businesses, stores, everything shuts down during the siesta. Like if you're walking in the streets, it's quiet outside because no one's really out. People are asleep. Um, and the businesses are closed so that people can have their siesta. You know what I mean? And it really helps for energy because we walk so much here, you know what I mean? So we need our energy, and it's cooling down now, but usually it's scorching hot, and so you're sweating all day. You're having to constantly drink water and hydrate yourself. You're walking, so you're exercising and sweating hard. All that's tiring. So to take a few hours out in the day to just sleep and rest, I think it's a great idea. And honestly, I feel a lot more rejuvenated and energized than I would at home, where I just maybe get like 5 or 6 hours of sleep at night, and then I'm up the rest of the day doing all kind of stuff. And by the time it's time to go to sleep, I'm like dead and like ready to just pass out. You know what I mean? So it's to me, it's better to have a siesta, and I really enjoy it, and I definitely take advantage of that. Today I actually didn't sleep. I just watched Netflix. Sometimes I can't get to sleep. My body is not used to the schedule yet, but it's getting there. Like sometimes in school, on my late days, I'll find myself starting to yawn around 2 o'clock because it's like, okay, Lunch has been, if I was at home, lunch has been eaten, as well as it's now time to get in the bed, And every day, my host mom takes the siesta. Her daughter takes a siesta, and the dog takes a siesta. Like, the house is quiet, you know what I mean? And on the windows we have, they're, you pull them. And so, like, you can tell when people are awake and when they're asleep because you see all the blinds drawn, and then when everyone's awake, then they're back up. So opening windows is very common here. It's a very safe city. I don't even see, I haven't seen they told us like you'll never see a fight in Alicante. Like there's not a crime here. Um, People mind their business. I appreciate that. That's the one thing that is good about them. Like not all in all in your face when you walk in the streets. That they mind their business. They're not really worried about you where you're going. Um, what else? It's a very safe and beautiful city. And windows is what I was saying. Sorry, I lost track. Windows to keep them open is very common. Um, I like to keep mine cracked at night, um, because now that it's cooling off, it's a little chilly if I put the fan on. I do have a fan up there. If I put the fan on at night, so I like to just open the window and it gives a little breeze. Sometimes at night, especially on the weekends, it can be really noisy. So sometimes I close my window and I just put on the fan on low if it's too high. What else can I think of? I don't know. Drivers. You have to move your butt if you want to cross the street. Like these drivers here, pedestrians are nobodies. You don't have right of way. You don't get to just walk wherever you want to walk. No, you don't jaywalk here. There are the ones in like cities, the lights that have like the person walking on it. You really abide by those here, and sometimes you have people just like, oh, if I'm out here in the street, no one's gonna hit me. Here, they will hit you, or they'll get up close to you, acting like they're gonna hit you. You know what I mean? Like it's not a game. Jaywalking is not a thing here, and that's something that was different for us because you have to cross the street quickly when it is green because it'll start blinking and making this like parrot. It sounds like a bird bleeping noise. It'll start blinking and then you don't even cross when it's blinking. I don't cross when it's blinking. It has to be a solid green for me to go across. Um, a lot of times you'll see the townies here, the Spaniards that live here, crossing in red. I wait because no, I'm not gonna get hit for that. It's very different. They drive. Like me and my friend were saying, we have not seen any speed limit signs. I have not seen. I have not seen. I have not seen a speed limit sign since I've been here. Not even in Madrid, I don't think. I don't think. Maybe in Madrid. On the highways, yes. But on the regular streets, no. It's just that's why you see moped. They have lots of mopeds here, lots of motorcycles, mopeds, more mopeds than motorcycles though. And the cars are not very fancy. They're kind of old, kind of. But not a lot of people drive. Walking is the way to go here. Mm. Plus, there's not a lot of parking, which makes it more. What's what I'm looking for? Wow, convenient to walk because then you don't have to worry about parking your car anywhere. Um, Also, public transportation. I hate taking the train. So let me walk you through a morning for me. So I used to wake up at 7 o'clock to be out of the house by 7:45, but that wasn't working. I was having an issue with my calves tightening up when I walk in the morning, which happened to me before when I played basketball, but it was usually if I was dehydrated or did not stretch well. So I thought, well, my body's also not used to waking up that early and just walking. I walk 10 to 15 minutes to get to Luceros, which is where the tram is. It's Plaza de los Luceros. That's where my tram is. And so it's really like a 15-minute walk every morning, um, just to catch the tram. It's crazy. So I had to move my time up. So now I wake up at 6:50 to eat breakfast. My host mom told me that I need to get in the bed earlier or something because I need to eat breakfast. So eating breakfast is very important. Eating is very important here. So she makes me coffee at night and I can warm it up in the morning. Um, and then I was eating a piece of toast with um, like some kind of jelly or marmalade that they have here. Um, and she has a panini thing, like a where it's like a grill with the top and you put the bread in and then you pull it down. You use like how you panini, I don't know the word for it. Y'all can help me out, but yeah, so made that with a piece of toast, and then I just eat a piece of toast and a piece of fruit and coffee in the morning. And I asked her to buy me orange juice, I like orange juice in the morning, so she did, got me the juice boxes, and then she'd make me a bocadillo. She'd wake up and make me a bocadillo, and then she was like, "Well, you can do it yourself because." Her having to get up that early just to make me a sandwich is a lot. And I understand that completely. So now I make it myself. So I had to get up at 6:50 because I move slow, which is what she tells me to. That's fine. I know I move slow. Whatever. So so yeah. I wake up at 6:50. I get dressed. I go and make my bocadillo. I warm up coffee. I try to have coffee. I usually only drink half a mug now because it's too much to try and drink a full one. Plus, coffee dehydrates you. And I need to be more hydrated because, like I said, like it was legit since the first day of school. My calves would just be so tight to the point where my feet, I mean, I can't even like lift up my feet because my calves are so sore and so tight. You know what I mean? And it's a long walk, and so it would slow down my time of getting to the bus stop as well. So I said, okay, look, Brady, you gotta do something different. So I wake up at 6:50, get dressed, go to the kitchen, make my bocadillo, warm my coffee, have half a cup of coffee. I'll take my juice boxes with me, a bocadillo with me, and I'll take a piece of fruit. And now she's bought me these little croissants that are packaged individually that I can take for breakfast because here eating a croissant and coffee for breakfast is that's a typical breakfast. You don't eat a heavy breakfast like us. We have like waffles and bacon, pancakes, eggs, and grits, and biscuits and sausage. Like, no, it's fat. Like I literally just had a conversation with her about waffles and how I wanted waffles. Gofres is what they're called here in Spanish, and she's like gofres, gofres. I'm like, see, gofres, and she's like, it's fat. Like that's what she called it. It's fat for you. So and then I said syrup and she was like, oh my gosh, like what? And so she was saying, well, if you want me to buy it, I'll buy it for you. But um, she tries to keep a very strict Mediterranean diet. Not strict, but she doesn't cook anything with fat and they don't eat sweets. So it's very different from what I'm used to at home. Also, the only meat we have is really chicken. She makes cerdo, which is I guess that's like pig or yeah, like they're like little mini pork chops, but um, she just puts them on a skillet with olive oil. She cooks everything with olive oil. They love olive oil here. It's very important to their diet. Olive oil, and it's the best olive oil in the world. It really is. They put it on salads. They put it to cook with, on pasta. Everything. Everything is made with olive oil. So back to what I was saying about in the morning though. It's very typical to eat a croissant and coffee. So she bought me the croissants. So I used to take the croissants with me. I'll have the coffee and then I'll have some water to hydrate. And I have to. It's amazing. I literally have to do like a 5 minute, 5 minute stretch workout before I leave the house because if I don't, my legs cramp up really bad. And so that just tells you the amount of walking that I do that early in the morning that my body is so not used to it that I have to spend 5 minutes of my morning stretching. It's incredible. It's incredible. It really is. And so yeah. So after I make, if you're following me, and you know I've already said 6:50, right? Get dressed, all that stuff. Bocadillo, fruta, juice box, in the bag, coffee. What else? Yeah, croissants. And I leave. I have to leave the house by 7:45. If I leave any later, um, well, I have left a few minutes later, but I definitely can't do like 5, 10 minutes later. It's too late because I have to allot myself um, at least 15 minutes to get to the tram. Um, and I've actually been cutting my time down, which is great because I'm getting used to it now. So I get to the tram by 8 o'clock, 8:03, something like that, and it comes at 8:08. So yeah, um, it's like you don't really have a lot of room for error. So I've definitely perfected it with time, with just experimenting and making errors and stuff. Um, but it's a lot. So for all my, RMC peeps out there that are complaining about early classes and stuff, be happy that you don't have to wake up literally like 2 hours and some change before your class starts just to get. Actually, that's three. Yeah. So just to get to the tram on time. Then it's a 30-minute tram ride, which can get pretty packed because of all the university students. I think there are about 3,000 of us. So everyone likes to take the tram more than buses. And so if our classes are around the same time, you can imagine how packed that tram is. I mean, literally, you cannot be on there without touching someone. It's not going to happen. And so I'm getting used to just being touched. It's normal here. Um, so yeah, when I go back to school, I'll definitely be grateful for classes and my small campus and the fact that everything is right there for me. Because here, we take that, we take it for granted at home. Here, they don't have that luxury of being close to campus. Public transportation is a big thing, and I promise you, if the train and buses were not here, people would be lost. So, yeah, that's my day in the morning. The other thing, cigarettes, very popular here. Smoking is not like in the US where people are smoking because they're stressed out or people are smoking because, um, I don't know, they want to have lung cancer, who knows, or they're addicted. These people here smoke for fashion. It's very obvious they smoke for fashion because you very seldom see people smoking alone. It's usually over a conversation, and you'll see a group of people that are standing together having a conversation, and they're all having cigarettes. And my friend told me that she was offered one by one of the students when she was speaking, like, you want to have a cigarette with me? It's kind of like having a coffee. And I know that might sound crazy, but it's real. It is like having a coffee with someone. Like, let's have a conversation over a cigarette, or let's catch up over a cigarette. And it's very common here. I see students at the university all the time smoking. It's part of the air, and I hate it because I don't like the smell, but at the same time you get used to it. And me and my friend were just saying today that, like, we don't even know if it's like fresh air because it's just cigarettes are part of the air here. And so our lungs are probably getting used to it because at first it was like, oh my god, I can't stand it, I can't breathe. And now it's just like, oh, another cigarette, and you try to avoid being around people who are smoking them. Like I said, it's so popular here. And people roll their own tobacco. So it looks like people are just walking around smoking joints because they're in rolling paper. So it's just really weird at first. Yeah, it's just. like the whole cigarette thing, but I guess it's a European thing. Smoking is part of fashion. It's supposed to be meant to look cool, and a lot of the young kids here are smoking too. So the age for drinking is 18, in case you guys didn't know that. Um, so I mean, yeah. I am at 25 minutes now, and I do not want to bore you. I want to save stuff to say tomorrow. Uh, so thanks for watching again. Um, hopefully I get more subscribers. I got about 5 right now. Yay. And about like 12 views last time I checked, but I haven't checked recently. Checked like earlier today. So if you could continue to spread the word about my vlog, my brother gave me that word because I forgot it's called a vlog with a V and not a B. So shout out to everyone watching. Shout out to my people who have already subscribed. I love you guys. Um, I will definitely post a video tomorrow. Um, and yeah, be blessed and cuídate. Adios.